Hello, and welcome to news episode of NewsDay McDaniel. I'm Cheyenne Chafin.
And I'm Nia Quinones-Kernick. Our top story this week.
The reaccreditation of McDaniel College is upon us, and with that comes questions about what that means for faculty and students. Professor Richard Brett, who is a part of Spring's reaccreditation process, explains accredited institutions are widely regarded as offering a much more valuable and measurable experience. Students have concerns about what process entails. Chloe Timmons questions if this reevaluation, it would not generally affect students' coursework. It is how well the faculty are delivering their course content for students, and that students should take pride in knowing that the school is entering this process voluntarily and aims to receive a national certification. Dr. Wendy Morris, acting provost and dean of the faculty, hopes that students attend and speak with the evaluation team in late April to share their unique perspectives on their McDaniel education.
This past Wednesday, McDaniel's Upsilon Gamma chapter of the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority held an interest meeting for male-identifying McDaniel students to participate in the chapter's upcoming Mr. 1908 event. Gabby Green, vice president and Ivy Leaf reporter, says the event is a scholarship pageant hosted by the Alpha Kappa Alpha Upsilon Gamma chapter to highlight McDaniel's holistic students and their accomplishments in a light-hearted competition. Green adds, the applications are due March 1st for all candidates. The interest meeting had 5 male students in participation, one of which sophomore Jeff Ikambana says, I appreciate being part of an event organized by the AKAs, and I want the chance to represent myself as a supporter. Bria Hill, president of the Upsilon Gamma chapter of AKA, says the 4th annual Mr. 1908 scholarship pageant is important to the student body because it brings different people together. All of the candidates come from a different walk of life and will be highlighted here together. It is an opportunity for the community to rally around their friends and cheer them on as they compete for a $250 grand prize. For more information, follow the sorority's Instagram page or find the chapter's website online through campus groups.
Undergraduate students have been sent an email by Dr. Richard Smith about upcoming religious holidays for the month of February and March. Some of the holidays listed on the email include Ash Wednesday, Imbolc, Nirvana Day, and several others. For some students, Dr. Smith's email isn't as impactful. Gabriella Witten, who is ethically Jewish and doesn't practice Judaism, says that she doesn't celebrate any of the religious holidays. For other students, the email came as a sign of recognition. Methodist and Catholic Amaya Grooms says that she wishes holidays had more recognition for every religion. The email sent by Dr. Smith has been significant to students who practice other religions that aren't as popular. Robin Odom, who is Hellenic, polytheist, and identifies as a witch, was optimistic when seeing the email, especially given the fact that Odom had just celebrated Imbolc on the 2nd of February. Given the stigma surrounding religion, Grooms and Odom both hope that more recognition to be put into all religions and their designated holidays.
The McDaniel Culinary Service provides specials on Valentine's Day. GAR and Casey's Corner provided students with unique service on Valentine's Day. According to GAR employee Maria Perkin, it was a nice gesture. I got a lot of feedback for students saying it was nice. On Valentine's Day, customers had the chance to receive flowers, try chocolate fondue and the limited edition Frappuccino, and buy treats from their Valentine's Day sale. According to Casey's Corner employee Glenda, on Valentine's Day, we sold our limited edition chocolate strawberry Frappuccino, and it was successful. We are still selling this drink, macaroons, and hot chocolate bombs until Friday. Sophomore Jordan Creighton says, the culinary service put a lot of effort into pulling something special together and providing good food and service on Valentine's Day.
What causes school spirit? Does it make students more engaged in their school community? In college, it seems that the school's sports team takes on much more importance and popularity. With a massive university like UNC, which is known for the basketball program, there are entire stores dedicated to celebrating the teams and its rivalries. This would definitely improve school spirit and appreciation for the school. But it seems different at a small liberal arts college like McDaniel, where there isn't as much merchandise celebrating our sports teams. Does this affect our sense of school spirit? David Smoot, who plays on our basketball team, says that Being a team here makes him appreciate McDaniel more. Tommy Corman, a senior here, says that while he does like it here, does not necessarily have school spirit. Charles Ebling, a former RA here, said having a job made him appreciate McDaniel more.
The lacrosse team heads into their first game as a season this Saturday with high hopes for what could be in store for this season. Head coach T.C. DeBartolo commented, "I feel like our team has improved a lot since last year. I feel like our guys have improved a lot in the off-season, and we have put ourselves in a good position for the weekend. Messiah is a great team that will provide us with a good challenge between the lines and has improved a lot since last year. They are a very competent team in their sub-game, and I would believe their defense has improved a lot. If we play to our potential, it will be a very competitive game, and we execute our game plan, we can come out of it with a win." This positive perspective was always shared with members of the team. Junior captain Eric Monfredonia commented on the change of culture trying to be accomplished within the program. After a few tough seasons, the team is ready to head into the spring with a commitment and dedication towards changing our image. We have the desire to win and won't stop until we achieve it. Aside from getting better as players, we hope to also become better people overall in all the process. As the team seeks to grow on multiple fronts, some of the older players have an interesting perspective and where the team can go from here. Senior Logan Fior provided a great perspective. This offseason, compared to the previous offseason, had a lot more participation and engagement than previous years, which has put us in a better position than in previous years. With the engagement high, as well as their hopes that men's lacrosse team hopes to start hot in the game this Saturday versus Messiah.
The women's lacrosse team is ready for the first game of the 2023 season. Though the team graduated 11 seniors in 2022, head coach Kristen Ramey says we have several freshmen and sophomores that will be hard to not notice this season, and opponents will be aware of their numbers come conference play. Junior attacker Emma Miller, who made a large contribution to the offense last year, looks to have another incredible season this year. She says she looks to carry the legacy that the seniors left behind. Junior defender Daniela Lady adds, "I am excited. It is going to be a competitive season, but we work hard over the off-season, and we feel prepared." For more information, visit McDanielAthletics.com and be sure to come to the first home game on February 18th at 12 p.m.
The softball team continues to have their hopes up to continue with their win streak. According to Michaela Calamita, a junior of the softball team, said, "We as a team always set very high expectations, and we've been working extremely hard in the preseason to win as many games as possible. So I don't see why we wouldn't continue our win streak. Thanks to some of the team's strengths, they have been able to win each game," according to a sophomore on the softball team. Jess Millard says, "Our team has an immense amount of chemistry that is able to help us bond together on and off the field, as well as some of our own strengths, including in the weight room, agility-wise, and just skill in general that gives us the advantage to win games. Not only will this team try to win every game, but they believe that they can take it all the way to champions." Parker Murphy, one of the team captains, said, "We will definitely be in the running to be champions because of the talent and drive we have to do whatever it takes to go all the way."
Sun is out, flowers are blooming, and spring is right around the corner, which means baseball is back. America's greatest pastime is full swing here at McDaniel. I had a chance to sit down with Coach Jim Caron and senior infielder Joey Hubinger, and here this is what they had to say about the upcoming season. Coach Caron says he's excited to see the growth and development of all his players from the last year, and to see the competitiveness of all his veteran and young players. Joey says he's excited to get out and have a better record in conference play, and is excited to compete with the guys and shock the conference. Coach Caron says he thinks the veteran presence they have this year will help the younger players and adapt to college ball and help them with better players. With this being Joey's senior year, he says that he feels better than ever, and he is ready to get out and start playing baseball, start their season this Saturday at Bridgewater College And the first home game is on Friday, March 3rd versus New York University. Now, NewsDay correspondent Jalea Woods has a commentary about controversies surrounding the Oscars this year.
When the 2023 Oscar nominations were released on January 24th, many people, including me, were shocked. Cate Blanchett and Michelle Yeoh were frontrunners this season. Michelle Williams was a safe bet, and Ana de Armas was a long shot. The fifth spot in my predictions was reserved for Danielle Deadwyler, until she portrayed the grieving mother of slain teenager Emmett Till. Yet the fifth spot would not end up being hers. Instead, it went to Andrea Riseborough. Before January 10th, 2023, I had never heard of Andrea Riseborough until Edward Norton tweeted about her performance in the indie movie To Leslie. He tweeted that Riseborough's performance is about the most fully committed, emotionally deep, physically harrowing performance I've seen in a while. Norton wasn't the only Oscar winner raving about Riseborough's performance. Within a week before Academy voting for Oscar nominations closed, high-profile and influential actors such as Kate Winslet, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Amy Adams hosted online screenings and interviews, posted about the movie on social media, and even hosted screenings in their homes. There's been much controversy over her nomination and even an investigation into whether she and her team violated Academy guidelines on campaigning. Many people believe Riseborough's surprise nomination in place of Viola Davis or Danielle Deadwyler is rooted in racism, going back to #OscarsSoWhite. After Till was completely shut out of the nominations, the director Chinonye Chukwu said on Instagram, we live in a world and work in industries that are so aggressively committed to upholding whiteness and perpetuating an unabashed misogyny towards black women. The fact that a movie about such an important, tragic moment in black history received no recognition from the Academy is devastating. To add on to this, there's only one black woman who has won an Oscar for Best Actress. Yet there are supporters of the Academy and the constant underappreciation of black actors that say there is no racial bias in voting, and that's only based on talent. If voters purely focus on talent, would Halle Berry be the only black lead actress winner? While strides have been made and 2 black actors received nominations for supporting actors this year, there is a clear disconnect between Academy voters and black talent. When the Oscars premiere live on March 12th, we'll find out if any black individuals will be recognized for their talent and dedication to their craft.
Thanks, Jova. This past Sunday, Alpha Psi Omega had their opening night and inducted their new cast of 4 members into their fraternity. Alpha Psi Omega, or APO, is the National Theater Honor Society and is also recognized as a fraternity. Kim Parsons, a junior and one of the 4 new members, says she joined APO because she wanted to expand her connections in the theater. Although taking only 4 members this season, APO head recruitment chair Danielle Carter, a sophomore, says last year when I was inducted, our class doubled the size of the entire organization. Their numbers continue to rise despite the setbacks caused by COVID. May Rickenberg, a sophomore and secretary for APO, says since there's always interest in theater, we can continue to thrive. She says the biggest challenge is being self-sufficient, which is important in a school that doesn't show how much support for the arts. While Carter says that the recruitment isn't a challenge and that the biggest challenge is scheduling events around members' rehearsals for ongoing productions.
Members of the comedy improv troupe Danger Sauce are currently gearing up for another semester of auditions. My friends pushed me to try out, and I thought I would be fun since I had upperclassmen friends in the club, says current member Kylie Baker on why she joined. Student Madison D. Hayes expressed interest in trying out, saying, I've heard about Danger Sauce and been to a few of the shows before. I'm interested in trying out because their performances always look like a lot of fun. Senior member Kobe Morrison says he personally joined because I get to lose once a week and I get to take a break from school to be silly with friends. For any students interested, auditions will be held February 26th in Big Baker at 7 p.m.
That's all for this week from NewsDay McDaniel. I'm Cheyenne Chafin.
And I'm Nia Quinones-Kernick. Stay tuned each week for all up-to-date campus news and commentaries.